Welcome to the NBA 5-on-5. Here is the recap of leaders in different categories after the 12th game day. After regular season 21-22, we had 11 games played on Saturday, October the 30th. Now let's quickly recap the games that have been played. So on the 12th game day, we had following 11 games. We had Boston Celtics at Washington Wizards, and the Wizards won 115 to 112 after two overtimes. The game leaders on Boston side was Jason Tatum with 27 points, 15 rebounds, 3 assists, and on Washington Wizards side was Bradley Beal with 36 points, 7 rebounds and 6 assists. Boston Celtics are now at 2 wins, 4 losses, and Wizards are among the best teams with a score of 5 wins and 1 loss. Then we go to Orlando Magic at Detroit against Pistons. This was the first win for Pistons, 110 to 103. And Magic is now at 1 win, 6 losses, and Pistons are now at 1 win and 4 losses. The game leaders for Orlando, or game leader for Orlando, was Cole Anthony with 15 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 assists. And for Detroit, it was Jeremy Grant with 22 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 assists. Then we have New York Knicks at New Orleans Pelicans. New York Knicks won 123 to 117 for the score of Knicks 5 wins, 1 loss, and Pelicans are among the worst teams with 1 win and 6 losses. For the New York, the game leader was R.J. Barrett with 35 points, 8 rebounds, 6 assists. And for the Pelicans, it was Jonas Valanciunas with 27 points, 14 rebounds, and 4 assists. Then we go to Toronto Raptors against Indiana Pacers. And Toronto won 97-94, leaving Indiana with a score of 1 win, 6 losses, amongst the worst teams in the league. The Raptors have 4 wins now and 3 losses. Game leader for Toronto was Scottie Barnes with 21 points, 12 rebounds, and 1 assist. And for Indiana, it was Domantas Sabonis with 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 2 assists. Then we have a game, Atlanta Hawks at Philadelphia against Sixers. Atlanta lost 94 to 122. A big loss for Atlanta. Hawks are now at 3 wins, 3 losses. 76ers have 4 wins and 2 losses now. For the Atlanta, game leader was Trae Young with only 13 points, 2 rebounds, and 10 assists. And on the Philadelphia side, it was Tobias Harris with 22 points, 11 rebounds, and 4 assists. Then we have Utah Jazz against Chicago Bulls. Chicago managed to establish the position of one of the best teams in league by beating the Utah Jazz, which was the only team without a loss until now. So Utah Jazz is now at 4 wins, 1 loss, and Chicago Bulls have now 5 wins and 1 loss. So the Utah Jazz lost 99 to 107. Game leader for Utah was Donovan Mitchell with 30 points, 7 rebounds, 6 assists. And for the Chicago Bulls, it was DeMar DeRozan with 32 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. Then we go to Miami Heat at Memphis Grizzlies. Miami is showing also that it's one of the better teams in the East. They managed to win 129 to 103 for the score of 5 wins and 1 loss, and Memphis Grizzlies are now at 3 wins and 3 losses. The game leader for Miami was Jimmy Butler with 27 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists, And on the Grizzlies side, it was Ja Morant with 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 7 assists. Then we have San Antonio Spurs against Milwaukee Bucks. The score was 102 for Spurs to 93. Now Spurs are at 2 wins and 4 losses, and the Bucks are at 3 wins and 3 losses. Game leader for San Antonio Spurs was DeJounte Murray with 23 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists. And on the Bucks side, it was Giannis Antetokounmpo with 28 points, 13 rebounds, and 3 assists. Then we have Oklahoma City Thunder at Golden State Warriors. OKC managed to lose another game by 82 to 103. The OKC has now 1 win, 5 losses, where the Warriors are among one of the best teams with 5 wins and 1 losses until now. Game leader on OKC side was Shai Gilgeous-Alexander with 15 points, 5 rebounds, 2 assists. And on the Warriors side was Draymond Green with 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 8 assists. Then we had the Denver Nuggets at Minnesota Timberwolves. Denver won 93 to 91. For the Nuggets score of 4 wins, 2 losses, and Timberwolves are now at 3 wins and 2 losses. Game leader for Denver was Nikola Jokic with 26 points, 19 rebounds, 7 assists, and on the Timberwolves side it was Anthony Edwards with 14 points, 11 rebounds, and 1 assist. The last game on the 12th game day was Cleveland Cavaliers against Phoenix Suns. Suns won at home 101 to 92. The Cleveland Cavaliers are now at 3 wins, 4 losses, and Suns are now at 2 wins and 3 losses. The game leader for Cavaliers was Kevin Love with 11 points, 12 rebounds, 2 assists, and for the Phoenix it was Devin Booker with 27 points, 4 rebounds, 9 assists. Now we'll move to a table and check out the leaders by efficiency per game, by points per game, rebounds per game, and assists per game. So after the 12th game day, we have additional player on Orlando Magic roster, so we have a total of 504 registered players, and out of them 427 have spent some minutes on the court and played officially. And out of these 427, we go now to a leader in efficiency per game, which is still Nikola Jokic with 35.50 efficiency points per game. Then the second place is Kevin Durant with 33, Giannis Antetokounmpo with 32.83, Rudy Gobert now with 31.40, Jimmy Butler with 29.83, Anthony Davis with 29.17, Jonas Valanciunas with 29.14, Domantas Sabonis with 28, as Harrison Barnes, Ja Morant, Paul George, and Stephen Curry, they all have 28. What we want to say is that average for all 427 players is 9.33 efficiency points per game. Now let's move to points per game leaders. We have a shared first place for leaders by points per game, which are Ja Morant and Stephen Curry, both with 28.7 points per game until now, after the 12th game day. Then we have Kevin Durant with 28.5, Giannis Antetokounmpo with 27.7. Then we have Paul George with 27.6, Jason Tatum with 26.7, Jaylen Brown with 26.4, Anthony Davis with 26.2, LeBron James with 26, Miles Bridges and Zach LaVine both with 25.5. The average for all 427 players that have played until now is 8.3 points per game. Rebounds per game category is still led by Rudy Gobert with 18 rebounds per game. At the second place now we have Nikola Jokic with 14.8 rebounds per game. After that we have Jonas Valanciunas with 14.6 rebounds per game. Bam Adebayo with 14. Then we have Yusuf Nurkic with 12.2. Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kyle Kuzma both sharing the place with 11.8 rebounds per game. Then we have DeAndre Ayton with 11.4. And then we have three players with 11.2, which are Anthony Davis, Julius Randle, and Christian Wood. Now let's go to assists per game leaders. Leading the assists per game category after the 12th game day is still Chris Paul with 10.6 assists per game, then followed by Trae Young with 10 assists per game. Then we have DeJounte Murray with 8.8, Russell Westbrook 8.7, Darius Garland with 8.2, James Harden with 8, Ja Morant with 7.7, Damian Lillard with 7.6, Fred VanVleet with 7.3, Kyle Lowry with 7.2, and Draymond Green with Luka Doncic sharing with 7 assists per game. So, as we see, Nikola Jokic is on his good way of defending the title of most valuable player, and they're also winning their games. What we want to acknowledge is that maybe the Denver Nuggets and San Antonio Spurs are the two teams that have the best team game. That is our opinion. But we would love to hear from you. What is your opinion? What do you think? Who's your favorite team? Who's your favorite player? Please leave a comment, and we'll try to point out your favorite teams, your favorite players, give you some statistics on them, as we are now following just the leaders. And we would love if you would subscribe and support us in that way. And we wish you a great NBA day in front. The Sacramento Kings and Dallas Mavericks just started their third quarter. In the moment, the Dallas is leading 53-49. So until the next time, we wish you all the best and see you soon.